where I do my videos. These are videos, basically. Okay. Is this your water? This your water, isn't it? Thank you. Okay. So, do the outside part of the pear. You always start with large shape. Then once you get the, now when you draw, try and see, okay, you use the line of the rectangle, the sides, the tops, to judge where the shape is in relation to. In other words, where the object is in relation to the sides and the top and the bottom. It's a good way to measure, and you're always comparing. In art, in drawing, painting too, but always, mostly in drawing, you know, you always compare one object to another. You always compare one line to another. And so, go as slowly as possible so that you're really looking at the pear and not trying to just draw any old pear, but draw that pear. I teach the kids how to do this too. I mean, I teach the kids the same way. We have a camp during the summer where I have them go outside and learn how to see. You know, learn how to see and draw what they see. Yeah.
Right.
So no, I do a lot of that with kids as well.
I was reading up on that right side of the brain. Something about not what it's supposed to be, but what you see in people.
Oh, yes.
When they flipped it, they would do better.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. And you're going to do that. You're going to do that when you do drawing on the right side of the brain, for sure. That's going to be one of your lessons.
That's pretty interesting, I think.
It's actually tricking your brain to
focus,
switch modes. Because your brain, your left side of your brain is the sensor. It's a critic.
Right.
If you switch it to the other side, you actually will accept whatever you're seeing. Yeah.
Right, not what it's supposed to be.
Right, exactly. Yeah. Okay. Well, very good. Okay, so now what you want to do is look at the shadows and draw your shadow shape.
Okay.
And if you see any light shape, draw that too as a shape. Because you're going to be using values to do the shading, but you still want to put the light and shadow in where it's supposed to go.
Do you still, I should still use this?
Not necessarily. No, you don't have to do that anymore. All you're doing now is looking at the inside. So you're looking at the inside shapes. But what you're going to do is, say, for instance, when you get into this kind of a thing, you're going to be looking at the different shadows and light on an object. So you first of all look at this shadow. See the shadow here? That is a cast shadow. This is casting the shadow on the white paper. All right, so that's the darkest area. And also the darkest area technically is right underneath. It goes, as it goes into the light, it gets lighter, you see?
Yeah.
That's why you use different values. Now, the other thing is you want to see is there's a little bit of light right here, which is called reflected light. And the light's pretty large on this one. See, that's
Seems
reflected
like
light.
it's
Exactly. This here is the, that's the shadow edge here. The shadow edge is right about there. Now, you know, we have a situation where we have confusing light. Okay? The only way you will truly see this, and I'm going to have you set up an egg at home in a situation where you only have one light source. Here, it's very confusing because we have light source here, light source here, light source there, you know. So it's going to be very confusing. But you can see, to a certain degree, you're not going to get it exactly like that.
Right.
But you can see what we're talking about.
Right. And here's the brightest light.
Yes, that's the bright. Yeah,
exactly.
exactly, exactly. So you're going to have contrasting values even on this confusing light source situation. Yeah, yeah. So look at those as shapes. Lightly draw in, and here's the pencil you need to use. This is a 4H, and this will give you, oh, wait a second, you know what, we're going to transfer this, so don't worry about this. Okay, when we do it in reality on this, like we're going to draw it bigger on this.
Yeah, I'll use the different.
You know, I think we'll keep it small. We'll actually transfer this and have you draw it small because you're going to do different assignments on this one piece of paper.
Okay.
I think I'm going to give
So
you
fold it in four?
No, I think I'm going to give you different, I'm going to give you different kinds of paper.
Okay.
That will work better. But I want you to begin a portfolio of your assignments, okay? And each of your assignments is going to go on here. So you're going to have one assignment here, which is going to be the pear. Your shadow is going to be over here. This is going to be where you do your sphere. Okay, we're going to do your sphere here.
And the egg I should do on this as well? Okay.
Yeah, you can either do it on this or you can do it in your own sketchbook.
Okay.
Because the sketchbook
Should
is...
this be my sketchbook?
Oh, it's yours, yeah.
I shouldn't get the bigger
No,
one.
no, no.
Okay.
You should concentrate on that very
That's
small
fine.
one, yes. Okay. So, that's what I want you to do right now. Now, when we switch class and we do drawing on the right side of the brain with a couple other people, this will not be something we repeat until later.
Okay.
We'll repeat it later.
I'll probably repeat it and be a totally different picture.
Oh yeah, of course you will. Of course you will. Exactly.
For me, it's just practice.
What I want you to see though, Perry, is I want you to see your own progress.
Yeah.
I want you to really see your own process. This is not school, but I want you to see how you progress. Yeah. Because that builds your confidence.
Of course.
Yeah. And
that's
so
why
that's
I'm
why
here.
You can get a folder. Later on, you might want to get a, let me show you what you want to get later. And I'll show you. Something you might want to invest in later. Later on, you might want to invest in something like this, because this is a good place to put all of your work. It has plastic.
Okay. Is it sleeves in it?
The sleeves.
I do have that.
You might, yeah, you might already have one. And then, because you know what this does, it validates what you're doing, rather than just sticking it anywhere. And besides, you can actually look at it, and it's really something that's kind of nice for you to be able to see. Yeah, and it validates your work. And for now, I have lots of plastic sleeves that my husband gave me from college. You know, when he was in college, he had a whole bunch of them. So I will give you the sleeves as we go, you know, the things that you can put your work in.
Yeah, but once I get the folder, I'll probably transfer them.
Yeah, sure. However you want to, you know, to do this is kind of up to you. But I'll give you some tips. I have 3 people in the class on Thursday now.
For the charcoal?
No,
for the kids.
North and South Pole animals.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Did, what's her name? Samantha Holloway ever sign up for that
She
one?
hasn't yet, no.
Okay, because I did tell her about that.
Yeah, you did, okay.